It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
Sarah, we have something in a familiar velour bag. What do we have?
We have Pappy 20 year.
Go.
What even is velour, Chad? I think this is velvet.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, don't use words you don't know.
It's like all the suits I have. They're all velour.
Are they?
Yeah, sure. We'll take this off, the limited edition tag.
I feel like you're treating this bottle nicer than you treat me.
I come down here and I rub it with a diaper every night.
A what?
It's from Ferris Bueller.
Oh,
Cameron
the
Stad's
car,
says
the
he just
car.
rubs it with a diaper.
Weird.
I'm assuming a cloth diaper. I don't know. Anyway, Pappy Van Winkle is a bourbon.
It is a bourbon. And it's 20 years old.
I actually wanted to read something from oldripvanwinkle.com. If you're not familiar, that's a thing. I actually didn't know.
Not know that.
Never was I like, where can I buy? Find real. So MSRP on this is $199.99. Ha 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 ha. And then
So funny.
the internet laughed. But this is a little blurb here about the 20 year. They say, no other bourbon today can stand 20 years of aging, but this bourbon does it with style. That's ballsy. I mean, I guess when you're Pappy Van Winkle, like,
You
what?
say whatever you want.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, basically.
Pappy Van Winkle was a true character. This bourbon, like Pappy, it's full of personality that makes it a very special whiskey, and some might argue one of the best bourbons. It has been put in the class of a fine after-dinner cognac. Well, that's speaking very well of cognac.
Yeah,
Maybe we
I
should
think
change it
so.
to It's Cognac Night.
I don't think that's gonna happen, Chad.
So, you want to see something go from over $2,000 secondary to nothing?
You guys wanna watch us lose some money? Here we go.
Here we go.
There we go. Now it's gone. And look at that money go.
Boom, it's gone.
Bye.
Bye. And pause for cork pop. Very expensive cork pop.
Nice.
Okay, sounds like all the others though.
Fine.
Also, this we could not have gotten.
Oh,
With-
100%.
Yeah.
Gotta give this one to the patrons. And, you know, we had a live sometime last year, and we got some super chats, and we had some friends contribute some sums of money in order to get this one. And I won't call them by name because I'm afraid I'll forget someone, and then I will be sad forever. But yeah, we really couldn't have done it without them.
We do want to mention the ringleader. Yeah, Wu Drew Boland.
Wu Drew Boland did
He was
wrangle.
the mastermind. He was the mastermind behind this.
He herded them all.
Yes. Yeah.
To make this happen. But you know what? We've been fortunate enough to be able to purchase all of the other ones with no assistance.
Correct.
So this was the last one in our
They've been
lineup.
eluding us.
So this is the only one that was more than retail was paid for it. The
Yeah.
other ones we paid retail. We waited patiently. We lurked in the shadows until we pounced.
We did raffles. We did.
We did standing in line.
And we got lucky. I mean, it took us over 5 years.
full luck though.
Yeah.
Luck meter.
But we're gonna be judging it on its retail
We will be judging it on retail.
of $199.99. I can't say it without laughing. But thank you again to those patrons,
truly.
and our folks in our live stream
So gracious
for
our
those donations that went towards this. Wow.
Definitely a lot of that oak coming through, but also with a little sweetness. You know, they're kind of playing.
I got a little peanut butter.
No. Did you eat peanut butter?
No, I don't think so, is it? A little bit. Maybe more like almond butter.
I was gonna say almonds.
There's a weird spice in there. I don't think I've gotten on Pappy before.
I feel like this one has been, you know, just chilling for so long between the sweetness of the wheated and then like the oak that I'm having a hard time pulling them apart
Sure.
and like getting in there. So I think this might be one where I have to come back to the nose. I don't know. I think I just want to go in. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to come back to it.
Right.
I think once I have a moment.
Okay.
2 sips.
Here's to your health. Wow, that's pretty rich for 90.4 proof. Do you not get a little bit of effervescence though? A little Altoid, winter mint. Oddly, I was not expecting to be saying this. No?
This is 100% not the track that I'm on.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time. There is a lot of tobacco, I think, on the finish on this one, and a lot of oak all around, which is expected at 20 years. those notes for me, those are not my notes for the most part. Mostly the extra oak. That's not my jam.
Now let us also pause here in the middle just to talk about the the comments that are going to be down here saying Pappy is so overrated. Yeah, it is. I don't think that's a question, and we're not here to say no. Right. It's completely worth what people are paying on secondary.
The world has overhyped it.
Of course not. Yes,
the secondary market has.
It has been overhyped. It has been overhyped, but at the core of it, it is a for the most part. And what we are here to find out is if it's a really good bourbon.
Sure.
Or
and
for the MSRP a good.
Because I think when we talk about, a 20-year-old weeded product like this for $199, is that wrong? Like, is that in line with the flavor that's inside and like what else we're seeing out there?
Right.
The mouthfeel is soft and easy. It's not as viscous as I have come to love. It's not harsh at all. It's really tame. Like
smooth.
I would call it smooth. But in the texture way, smooth. Flavor-wise, it is going to give you, again, more of those charred oak notes, more of those tobacco notes.
Yeah.
Which I don't think people who, when they think of smooth, they're thinking like easy caramel vanilla, like middle ground. No harsh burn, no jutting out flavors. And this one, I think, juts out to those flavors.
Yeah, it definitely has the leather, the pipe tobacco. Now after 2 sips and kind of letting it settle in, there's some dark stone fruit in there, like a fig or a plum.
I'm not getting the signature Buffalo Trace. Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting the grapiness. There's no.
Right. Usually it's a grape.
Yeah.
note.
But at this age, I think that grape is turned into a plum or a raisin. Maybe a little bit of raisin. Not a super long finish though, but 90.4. Well, I think we should let it sit here in our glass and open up. And while we're waiting, obviously, we want to tell you guys about our home on the internet. It is whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get the t-shirts that we didn't realize we both
didn't call each other
wearing.
This morning
Drink more bourbon. Different.
But mine's a long sleeve.
I just wanted to match as much as I could this. But our t-shirts, our hoodies, our sweatshirts, our Glencairns that we're drinking from.
And we have copitas and water glasses and rocks glasses. Speaking of water glasses.
And more. Always coming soon at whiskyambitions.com.
You can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight, and you don't have to help us get bottles like this, but our patrons are the reason why we can get bottles like this.
They'll get an after show with this.
They will get an after show with this. Chad, I'm kind of thinking I want to put this up against the 15 for the after show.
You're talking about a Patreon exclusive drink this or that, Pappy 20 year versus Pappy 15 year?
That's pretty much what I'm saying.
Go on.
But, they also get first access to barrel picks and all kinds of other fun stuff. So
that's right.
I mean, it's as little as $1 a month. You can do you, but
that's true. If you can and if you want, we always appreciate it.
No pressure.
All right, we're gonna let it sit here for some minutes more, and we'll be back with you soon.
Fair.
Okay, and we're back. Sat here for a little while. See what has happened.
We had to talk to each other. It was weird. A little more caramel sneaking through on the nose now for me. I feel like it's so much oak at me.
I get a little more sweetness in it now. It's a little bit more like sorghum. It's got that sweetness, but it still has
syrupy.
that leather. I mean, the oak's definitely there, yeah.
It's definitely there. And I think that's why I was struggling in the beginning, because it was just like oak.
Sure. Huh.
I think, for me, the age, the 20 years in the barrel, is causing this like bitterness at the back of my tongue, and it's sitting there, and that's kind of playing into that smoky tobacco note that it's just finishing on, and like when everything else is gone, that's what's staying. It feels like I just smoked a cigar, which I am not a cigar smoker.
Tell you what, I've never done chewing tobacco, but I feel like this is what it would feel like if I had just taken it out of my mouth. Like, it has that liquid quality, of course, because it is liquid, but tobacco...
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Tobacco sort of sting, almost. Not in really a bad way, but, you can feel it.
You just said you've never...
Feel it on your side cheeks.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, like, it goes up the side.
Well, I've never eaten grass, but I've called things grassy before, It's that type of thing. Yeah, I would say it is more raisin now, It's that because this is made by Buffalo Trace now. They bought Pappy Van Winkle in 2002. It is that Buffalo Trace grapiness, but aged to 20 years, raisin. This is not going to be Stitzle-Weller juice in here. It's just not.
Damn.
You need to be a little bit older than what we have here as far as when the bottle came out.
You know what we could get out and compare it to? We could get that unicorn bottle.
Oh, so yeah, I'm going to like that better. You're talking about the unicorn cast, the 17-year-old from Preservation Distillery,
Yes.
which is rumored to be Stitzle-Weller 17-year.
Yeah.
That just has the mouthfeel for days for me. I know you said it was also a little old,
Because it's
little oaky,
yeah,
but I would give it to that, and that's retail $700, so more retail than this, but you're more likely to find that at a lower price than you are this. Let's get into the recommend or not, because this is a normal uncorking.
This is so weird. It's so hard to dissect because
It's going to be so many caveats.
it's like
when we get into recommend or not.
normally we can boil a bottle down to like it's this juice at this price, but for this one it's like the perception from the public can't not play into it. You know what I mean? It
The
almost
chaseability.
right, exactly. I'll go first and I'll
first.
try to keep this concise, but if I saw this on a shelf for $1.99, would I purchase it? Yes, I would purchase this. Because, well, I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. It's tradability, right? But for me, I would want to have this because I know that being able to have a pour for people when they come over, when we host events, would be meaningful to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I would like to give that gift. Channel aside, my own $200, and I'm gonna drink it for my special occasion bottle.
Let's say this is on the shelf all the time.
Okay, for Sarah. This ain't it for me.
Okay.
I can think of lots of other things in that $100 to $200 range that I personally, taste-wise, enjoy more, that are more up my alley than this one.
Okay.
So, you go.
Oh, okay. So
I was gonna say
in
the rest of it,
conclusion,
but I feel like you'll touch
you
on.
go.
I feel like you'll touch on the thing that I was going to add.
Yeah, probably. Gotta echo it. If this was on the shelf for $200, I would snatch it, and every one that I could if they let me, because, as you already said, trade fodder. Sharing it with friends.
No, you would only take one so that everyone could have access.
Yeah, that's what we'll say. If this is readily available on the shelf, it's $200. You know, this is a once-a-year LE, so you have to put it in the categories of the other distilleries' once-a-year LEs. I think it is appropriately priced because of that.
200
You
is
think
not
of
crazy.
Orphan barrels that are 20 years. You know, you think of Wild Turkey Master's Keep that got up to 18
170?
years, 17, 18 years. Completely in the right price category MSRP, but let's face facts, that rarely happens. So, readily available, would this be a special pour occasion for me? No, it wouldn't. It just doesn't have what I'm looking for. Like we said, that unicorn bottle has more that specialness. There's even just some regular anniversary releases from Booker's, the 25th or the 30th. There's, well, I shouldn't have got into listing because now,
Yeah.
But there's other things that I would
William
want.
Heaven Hill.
William Heaven Hill.
Roughly the same price, but
Some Four Roses LEs, Parker's Heritage, Heavy Char, Rye, or Bourbon.
all also hard to find, but
Yes.
not as hard to find as this. And
All of those, I'm liking the taste better than what's going on here.
yeah. What's the
There's-
easiest solve for this, Chad?
If you find it for retail, get it, because you're going to want to have it.
Or if you're really that curious and you're thinking about spending the secondary, just go ahead and spend like whatever, $95 for an ounce and a half at a bar and give it a try before you invest all that money, because
Right. If you're curious, because a lot of people, and we've said this before, we think you should have an opinion on Pappy if you're big into bourbon, just so you can weigh in on the conversation. So if that's important to you, yeah, go get a pour at a bar. So you then have an opinion. So you can say, yes, it's absolutely overrated, or you can say, you know what, it's really good and I really wish I had a bottle. Because both of those answers are right, depending on who you are.
who you ask.
Yeah.
Now the only one we haven't weighed on, and the only one that won't be in our flight is that 25 year.
Right, the old rip,
Because
25.
sorry, we
Yeah.
can't make that one happen. What does it go for, like $25,000 or something like that?
Something, I can't, the retail alone is in the thousands. I can't.
Or maybe that's Double Eagle, very rare.
Well, that is like
They're both
20,000.
very
It's-
expensive,
Yeah,
so.
it's weird. But
you can't expect to see that here, probably. not.
We'll end it with this. Super, super, super glad and appreciative to own a bottle, be able to do other things with this, like the flight fight we said, to complete the collection. Super glad to own it.
To be able to share it.
Yeah.
And get other people's opinions.
Yes.
So we can all have the discussion.
Yes, there we go. I think that's where we gotta leave it.
I think so.
Okay.
I hope that the people who contributed to this bottle are not disappointed by these findings. But I also think it's a big step in our just like journey and experience.
Absolutely.
To have tried all of them and be able to do that flight fight.
Experience points raised.
Yeah.
We leveled up.
I feel like we leveled up a little bit.
Today.
Yeah.
So there you go. Hey, if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed to us already, we would love to have you. You can click right up here to do so. There's suggestions of other videos right down here, and we hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you all.
Thanks,
Until
patrons.
next time, drink more Pappy.